Alright guys, today we're going to work on cutting a cutout on the bandsaw from a piece of basswood. Here's this pattern. It's a pattern that was given to us by Ryan Olson, and I've made it just a tad bit bigger, and I actually traced it off on a 2x2 piece of basswood. So you'll notice it cut off some of the edges here, but I think when I carve it, I don't think it's really going to make that much of a difference that those lines were cut off a little bit. Same thing here on the stomach. It'll just be that the stomach will be a little flatter than it would be, say, on this guy. So what I'm going to do is attempt to explain how I go about cutting out a cutout to make sure that it's as close as it needs to be for you to be able to have a good carving from it. And looking at this pattern, it looks as though there's less wood that needs to be removed on this side. So you got this piece, and then everything around the head. As compared to this side, where you have this piece, you got, a few more cuts here that you need to make. What I usually do is I cut out the side that has the least amount of cuts first, and then I'll tape it back together and then come back and cut out the other side. So I'm going to demonstrate how I do that. So as you can see there, I cut around the head, I cut beside the legs, and I've cut the split between the legs. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take clear packing tape, and I'm going to tape all of that back together, then turn it on its side and cut out the other profile. So I'll be right back in just a second after I get it taped up. Alright, as you can see there, I've got it taped all back together. You don't have to be real clean with it. You just need to make sure that the pieces are in place so that when you turn it on this side where the other pattern is, you can see, and it actually is holding the rest of the pieces together. So I'll go ahead and cut that part out. So now that it's cut out, you can see you can take the pieces off from the side, and then you have your pattern or your cutout that you can begin your carving with. So I just want to take a few minutes to show this to you all. Hope it's been beneficial, and the next thing we'll do is we'll get to carving on this guy. Have a good night.